So hello. If you're watching this, you dove into a title that's kind of interesting, and I thought I'd continue the interestingness by doing this video in the bathroom. Um, you know, I was sitting. This was a few years ago, but I was telling Veronica about a story. I was sitting with one of my shaman friend and telling him about. Well, the question came up of what's the first memory you have as a child, and I was like, geez, the first memory I have was I had just gotten potty trained, and I was running to the toilet, and I had to go poop, and I took my pants down before I got there because I was in such a rush to get to the toilet, and it had to come out. And I put my pants down, and I wasn't quite to the toilet, but then I got my pants down to my ankles, and I couldn't get there because my pants were around my ankles, kind of like ankle cuffs. And so then I was stuck, and then the poop just came out onto the floor. You know, we laughed a little bit about that silliness, but it was very, very traumatic to me. I was crying, and I thought it was like the end of the world. And he asked, who came to clean up your mess? And I said, my mom did, of course. He goes, yeah, interesting. He said, you know, he shared one of his poop stories. He goes, I was in the mountains with one of my teachers, or my teacher, and we were walking through a village. We were there to help a few people because he was a medicine man. And we were walking by a pile of dog poop on the ground, and he said, what I want you to do is I want you to take this and cut it in half, and I want you to put half of it up on the boulder that's up in the sun, that big boulder over there, and the other part I want you to bury by the boulder. So he went and did the burying, and then laying the other part of the poop up on the boulder, and then they left. And he said his teacher didn't mention anything more about it. They went and did their work for the next week or two, and then came back to that village. And at some point he asked my friend, he said, I'd like you to go look and see if you can go find the poop on the boulder and the stuff that you buried. And he said, oh, okay. So he went over the boulder, and he said he found the poop just really hard and kind of crusty up on the boulder that had been sitting in the sun. And then he went to dig up the poop that he had buried, and it was gone. And so he came back to his teacher, and the teacher said, so what did you find? And he said, well, he told him the whole story. He goes, so you didn't find it in the earth? He goes, no. He goes, exactly. And so my friend stood there for a moment and was like, well, what do you mean? And he goes, do you understand? So when you're dealing with the denser energy, kind of the poop within you, the stuff that needs to go and that's dense, so many of us want to offer that up and offer it to the ethers and to spirit. And you see, as you've offered it to the sun, what has happened is it's just got kind of crumpled up and gotten hard. And what you put in the earth has been mulched and already shifted and transformed. And he finally got it. So the lesson, the shamanic piece here is the power that Mother Earth holds for us as humans, as the physical realm. You can use her as a guide, as an assistant to shift and transmute some of that denser energy. Denser stuff sinks, it doesn't go up. So instead of always offering to spirit with everything, Mother Earth is here to take some of that denser stuff, mulch it, shift it, transmute it. There's a video that I have on my YouTube channel that's the Shamanic Loving Kindness, which is working that way, working with Mother Earth to transmute that. When I have belly aches, if I'm out in nature, or if I can get a piece of land, I lay my belly on the earth. And even if I can't get on the earth, I lay my belly on the ground, on the floor, and just imagine being connected to the earth. And I breathe into the earth, asking her assistance to shift that stuff, that gunk, that challenge. So yeah, so a poop story, but kind of having a I I don't know, like a profound story within there. So maybe you got something from this, and that you don't have to offer your poop up. You can actually offer it out, that denser stuff. It's just something that I thought I'd share. So many blessings along your journey, and look forward to communing with you soon.